Alright, sige, the topic natin ngayon will be focus sa principles of design. So this is very interesting for those into design talaga. Or yeah, especially for freelancers na nasa graphics, na nasa funnel design, funnel building. For business owners then, this is good kasi at least you get to know what to comment or what to say sa mga designer. And especially for agency owner, yeah, this can be like very beneficial for you as well. Okay, sige. Can you type one if you're like ready na? Let's start this amazing discussion that we'll be having. All right. Yun. And by the way, like, can you like type where what city you're from para we can know our audience as well pala. Yeah, we are from Cebu, Zamboanga, Pasig, Cebu, Makati, Antipolo. Ayun. Batangas. So yeah, shout out sa taga Cebu and Zamboanga, no. Ayun, Quezon. And also from our community na nasa Quezon. Yeah. Alright, sige, let's start guys. I'll be sharing my screen. Let me just prepare etong presentation natin for today. So anyone who's like a designer here, a designer or like basta into design, if you're doing social media posting, do you have anyone here? And right, start. Yun, si Paul is a designer. So disclaimer lang, I'm not an expert talaga on into the design, but these are the principles that I'm taking a look at talaga every time I do design, every time I do critic, no? Kasi ang daming sa akin na, can you like give a comment into this so I'm just like trying to like imagine yung mga or try to adopt those principles. For example, if may may contrast ba yung design, so I can give comments to contrast. And we have tools naman to do that if you're not confident pa. So those are like the advantages of knowing the principles of design. I think this is applicable then sa daily lives natin. We have principles, correct? Like we have principles in life as well. Like, ano ba yung prinsipyo mo? Why you keep doing this? Why you keep attending webinar? Why you still continue kahit medyo challenging sa time and sa skill set kasi you're just a newbie, diba? You have principles to hold talaga. So same as well with the design, may mga principles yan siya. But to give you yung famous saying sa design that beauty is in the eye of the beholder talaga, correct? So even if gusto mo na like you as a designer, grabe ang galing na ng design mo nagawa mo kasi you've implemented all of the design principles, but the client says ay ang pangit or hindi siya resonating with my brand or hindi siya focus on my business, diba? So we'll still follow the like yung gusto talaga ng client. But we know to ourselves that we're doing amazing or we're doing great kasi we have these principles to hold or to as a guide natin. So that is the naman. So along the way, if when you try to connect with your client, alam mo na ano yung gusto niya, and you can like implement that time, no? At least you have the like the starting point. Like mom, you can say like, hi mom, hi sir, this is the design I've created based on the principles of design, and this is like the trending right now, something like that. You can mention that as okay. So use this as a guide for your designs. So this is just a guide. This is just a blueprint. This is just a principle, no? Hindi to siya exactly dapat ganito talaga, but at least you have a guide. But okay, let's start. So let's start with the 3 point of focus. No, you can like take down notes kasi this is very important. Or you can like review the recording na lang, no? but I want you to like very interactive. Okay. So imagine your this is like the ano, like the my website na parang ganito. Like ito naman yung very common, like we have text, we have image. Ano yung nanonotice nyo at the first glance pa lang? Like saan una yung attention nyo? Like what is the main focus? Kasi may ano yan siya, like may sequence. Our eyes recognizes the first point muna, then the second one, and then the last one. So I'm going to go to previous slide, and I'm going to like flash the image or the website, and try to observe ano ba yung unang nakikita mo onto that design. Okay, so 3, 2, 1. Ayun. So what is the first thing that you've noticed here? Anyone? Parang ano no? Parang nasa classroom. Yeah, is it the video? Is it the boldness of the text? Is it the button? Is it the email on top? Title, we have headline first. Okay. Anyone? Ayun. Headline. Okay. Most of you answered headline. The video. Okay. Yeah, headline. Okay. According to the principle or to the science of design, yung unang na-recognize ng mga tao or visitors is a graphic, an image, or a video, or a media or document. So this case, this one. Ito muna yung napapansin nila. And then they slowly transition to the text or headline. Then after the headline, if they're having a very great like na target sila, they'll start taking a look at your headline here. The pre-headline, sub-headline, and then the text onto the button or the call to action. So, ayun, si Sheila naka-ano siya ng video. Alright. So at least now you know na. Okay? So first, this one. Okay? Let's proceed. So this is the main visual. See these red arrows here? I just tried to create a rectangle shape for you to identify that yung mga visitors pala, they are unang nakikita nila is ito. The video muna. And then that is the visual, no? Whether it's a video or an image. Then the second is the headline. So this one, the headline. And then the third one is, I think you know na that's the supporting elements. Like this one, the logo, the email, the pre-headline, the sub-headline, and then the call to action. Okay? Are we good pa? Ayun. So easy lang pala mag-design. Ayun. So again, this is main section. So hanapin niya muna yung image, and then text, and then the supporting elements. Okay. So, yeah, this is a good thing to know. Okay. So, principle number 1 or rule number 1, ayun, we have layout. So, yung layout is a design structure, alignment, grouping, etc. There are a lot of yung inclusions ng layout. Like, even sa tarpaulin, di ba, may layout. Pwede ba ako magpa-layout ng graduation ko or something like that. So there's something to do with layout talaga. Yeah. So eto siya. These are the sample layout. Like it is the structure of the section. Just imagine that in a website or a funnel, maraming sections, right? But we're just modeling one section lang. This will be like the same din to siya with other sections. But this time, focus muna tayo with this section. So we're going to dissect. So yung nakita nyo kanina is just the result, correct? This is the result. But behind the scene, there is a plan. There is like a planning stage going on or behind the scene. Ito yung behind the scene niya. No? So first, you need to know in a section pala, there is, you can like create section. And then the blue one, ito siya, is row. And then the parang purple, it's like the columns. and then the elements are those oranges. So this color coding as well, this is similar when you are trying to do with site builders. Oo. So most of the site builders are using these color codes as well. Like sa Accio or GHL, yung creation section is kinda green. And then if you are trying to create a row, it's blue and purple and orange. I think with System.io, ganun din. The same then. Can you like mention on the chat what are the site builders you tried to ano na interact, or yeah, or do you know what are the site builders that we're having? Yeah. So GHL, WordPress, Wix. All right. Dami. Yeah, WordPress, we have Elementor, site builder, we have Divi, we have yun. Yun, wala na, si JR lang. Okay. So ayun. Parang natutulog sila. So, yeah, I think JR, siya lang yung may experience with site builders, no? But that's okay, no? Kasi at least you know na that there are structures. All right. All right, so this is a sample structure. So as you can see, there is an image here, and then the headline, and then the subheadline. Okay? So this is important that you're having a structure kasi baka yung image mo is nasa middle and then ito siya like it's not synchronized, there's no rhythm. So it's best if you're having a structure talaga. Oh yeah. But this is part sa principle number 1 pa lang tayo ha. So yeah, this is structure. And alignment, yeah, there are arcs then, or there are cases para hindi naman siya that very boring na section or element. There are chances na you need to do some alignment, no? Para it can be like new to the eye and they can feel that, okay, there is movement happening. Hindi lang siya purely static. Kasi what if you're having this and then you're having like 10 items, di ba? So it's kind of boring all the way down na align left lang sila lahat yung mga images. Unless here, medyo interesting siya kasi there are like alternating layout or alignment. Okay? So you can like implement this kind of design as well. Right, for grouping, yeah, this is very important as well kasi when you are trying to create your services, yung mga ino-offer mo, yung mga items on the list, like the next step, you'll be having groupings like this. So these are cards, no? So if you're having like multiple items, you can implement groupings. So at least you know na, okay, groupings pala is part of the layout structure, layout principle, diba? So at least when you talk to your client or you can like talk to your colleague into designing like, okay, grouping is very important kasi it's part sa like principle of design which is layout. Oh, diba? You're like you sounded like more advanced designer, something like that. All right, so we're done with the principle number 1. Yeah, you can like study the entire thing about the layout, but these are the very common one, especially that we are encountering here in the premium funnels. So the second principle is size, no? So we have image and font size, thickness in order of importance. So size is like very dynamic as well and very crucial. So let's take a look at this. So if you're having a very bad size on your website, yeah, this is an example. This is a very bad size na design. Do you think it's readable? It's pleasing to the eye? Kasi the body text, it's kind of very talaga small, and then the paragraph here, above it's this should be like the pre-headline and then the main headline of the card. But it seems to be that medyo chaos siya. Though it has an like a grouping, 'di ba? There is a grouping here. Pero yung pagkaka-group niya is ang pangit, 'di ba? Oo. So, yeah, and this is an example of a good size. O, 'di ba? Mas improve siya compared kanina. So again, this is having a very bad size design. And this one is kind of like improved version. Yeah, this is way more better. Diba? Do you agree? Lah, baka ko lang yung nag-agree. Can you like type 1 if you agree? That size really plays a very important uh, role in design. Right, so that's great. Okay, so ito siya is hindi naman siya like ito dapat, but you can use this as your guide, no? Like for the headline, you can do 92 pixels. So there are a lot of like units. Hindi lang siya px or pixel. We have rem units, we have uh en units. Yeah, and we have point na mga units. They play like they behave like different, but yung pinaka very common is px. But I believe na siya we are going to slowly moving to to rem units. Yeah, let me just grab my notepad here para you can know and study in advance like the different units aside from pixel. We have rem, en. Ano pa nga yun? Can you like remember some of them then unit of measure in Yeah, kasi si rem, this is good for any browser. It defaults to 16 pixel. So this is equivalent to 16 pixels. So meaning if that is like 92 pixel, ilan yung rem? So that will be like if that is 92 pixel divided by 16, so that is like 5.75 rem. So yun na yung parang standard kasi as you've noticed sa pixels, there are drop of if you try to like eto na lang, I'll give you example. Kasi if you try to like lower the resolution of the eto siya. If you're trying to do this like kinocompress mo siya slowly by slowly, there are some naka-crumpled yung effect or animation or structure of the text. Kaya some of the designers now using rem kasi it's dynamic for browsers talaga. Yeah, that's something that you need to do some research, okay? And for the paragraph, so 24 pixel siya. So by the way, this example is a card, no? So part siya ng grouping, part din siya ng website. So these are like, this can be like your features, your next step, or yung mga services. So depends on you. So normally we have paragraph here, we have the text size, and then the information below. So yung recommended, it's like 24. H2 is 56, which is this one, and then the body is 26. But usually I use 18 pixels in the body and text is around 35, and then for paragraph it's 16. So it really depends, no? It depends as well what industry you're working with, what business are you working with, no? If they wanted like very small lang na like very lightweight na design or luxurious feeling, so you can like decrease the font. But it's important if you decrease it by 2, dapat lahat sila i-minus 2 mo siya lahat para the ratio will not be disturbed, no? So, ito siya. As you've noticed, we have H1 and H2. Correct? So, can anyone like maybe may mga experienced designer na here. What is the reason why ito siya is H1 and this one is H2? Pwede naman to siya gawing H1 din or ano. Does it really affect the design? Or what is the ano, like impact if I make this one H1 or I make this one H2? Ayun. Alright, so I'll answer my own question. So, ito siya H1 kasi when you try to load the website in the browser, yeah, you know browser site, yung mga Google, Mozilla, Firefox, Safari. So sila is they are looking for H1 muna. Oh, H1 muna yung hinahanap nila. So, okay, finding H1. And ito din yung i-feed niya sa ano. When you try to search online, right, may specific ano lang siya, wordings na may view. Ito lang yung i-render niya doon. Oh, kasi yung H2 is less priority. Kasi it's inside ano na. So if you make this on H1, ma-confuse na si browser. Okay, sino ba talaga yung priority nyo? Is it this ano, yung details ng card or is this yung headline? 'Di ba? If ikaw din yung browser, malito ka like sino ba yung priority? So that's why we're having this para you can tell your browser, okay, you need to find this one first and then less priority mo lang to sila. And then this one, and if you're having another headline design, so you can like make it H3. Okay? So that is with regards to size. So I hope you understand na ha? If someone will going to let me critique a design and then there are problem with sizes, so I know na then how to like critique them. Okay, so you're having this size very big here and then ito it's very small like this one. Basta na yan. Like this one, di ba? If this is your design, I think you know you can improve this one. Okay. Right, so next is the white space. So, eto na, ang daming nagtatanong din about white space. They keep on hearing white spaces. Yun. So, yung white space includes padding, spacing, margins, line height, backgrounds. So, those are like white spaces. Medyo, ano lang siya, off siya for some kasi necessary ba na color white yung white spaces? The answer is no, no? For example, you're having a dark theme na website. So, the right term sana nito is empty space. Ay, pangit din siya if ano, empty or blank spaces. So, yun yung term lang na ginamit ng mga designers, white space. Meaning the extra spaces. So, meaning every design may ano pala, like, my reason bakit my space, something like that. All right, so this is an example of a white space. So this is your image, and then this is your headline, and then the subheadline, right? So this can be your testimonial, this can be your feature, or maybe what structure you plan. So normally we allocate white spaces. So dapat ito pala, yung space ng image to the border is similar to the top, bottom, and left and right. Yeah. What will happen if ito siya dito is 50 pixels? Diba? It's very disturbing. Or ito siya dito is 45, then ito 50, then ito 60, diba? So there are reasons why this is equal, diba? Kaya if you can like ano having that feeling na simple lang naman yung website nila, bakit parang ang ganda or you cannot explain some things kasi you think na kaya mo siyang gawin kasi it's very basic, very simple. But you're afraid kasi baka di mo siya ma-create. Yeah, that's the behind the scene onto that, no? Kasi the white spaces are perfect. Yeah. So ito din siya, give your design space to breathe. Hindi siya pwede yung ano like very compressed. For example, itong image is naka-compress talaga siya here. Wala siyang space here. So imagine wala siyang space sa left and then sa right meron, di ba? So it's way too off talaga with your design. Alright, ito na for padding. This is an example of padding. So, yeah, the padding is the space inside the element, or I mean the element. So, ito siya, yung border na blue. This is your box. Okay? So this is your box. And then the padding is the spaces inside the box. So since inside the box, we have headline, we have subheadline and button. So that is padding, like the spaces between the box and then the content. So here, it's 20 pixels. So hindi pwede na 10 pixels sa taas, 50 sa right, 10 sa left, and then wala sa baba. It should be like congruent or dapat similar sila lahat, no? Equal. Something like that. That's padding. And even for buttons, there are paddings, di ba? Kasi buttons naman, so this is like the main element. So since the text is inside the button, di ba? So there should be like, and not necessarily na the same sila. This case, yung design nito is 40 from the left, and dapat 40 din sa right, no? Para, siya, most of the buttons naman have higher values sa left and right compared sa top and bottom. Okay? And you can do 20 pixels naman here. So it depends on you. Depends on your creativity. Okay? This one. Margin. So, ito siya kanina is the specific element. So what if you'll be having a lot of elements, a lot of boxes? So dito na papasok si margin. Like the spaces between boxes. Diba? So if you add 30 na space here, dapat 30 din sa baba. Ito siya, 50 to siya kasi this is the starting element. Dapat, for example, you're having 3, so dapat 30 din sa next nito, and then 50 na sa pinaka-last part. Okay? So there are numbers that we can see here, but this is not difficult. This is not mathematics. All you need to do is like to make sure na you know what's margin, what's padding, what is the advantage if you know these things. Okay, let's proceed with the line heights. So line height is the height of the text. So this is having a very bad line height. Yeah, I think you've noticed it kasi, there's no extra spaces between the paragraph and the headline text. And then, ang layo niya san. So, this is an example of having a very bad line height, and then this is a very good line height, no? For letter spacing, you can use naman this, this type of spaces, but this is trickier than you think kasi not all the time if you apply design principle, it will going to make your design better. There are cases na if you abuse the letter spaces like this one, ang pangit na niya tingnan, or it's way too off, like na-divert na yung attention nila with that one. Diba? So, if you're trying to abuse, for example, for line height, diba? Na-abuse mo yung line height. So, you know that, okay, I need to apply line height, but nasobrahan mo na ng line height. And for margin, I know what's margin, I know what's padding, I know what's but you need to use it very carefully. And if it's not necessarily, then you shouldn't like implement na lang. Para it will be like safe. Like for example, for the paragraph, diba? It's way too compressed. I cannot even read the entire word. And for this one, this one. So, I advise, lang muna, like use the standard. And if there are like, best way for you to use that letter spaces, that will be great. So one example is here, you can like increase the letter space to around 2, meaning there will be like 2 pixel spaces each word, each letter, I mean. Uh, so those are like great case design scenarios. So this is for letter spacing. All right, so next is contrast. This is principle number 4. Color contrast is blending depth with shadows, layers. Ayun, may layers na. So let's take a look at of this example. Okay, so this is having a good contrast. How about this? What do you think is the problem here? Yeah, you can like chat or yeah, open your mic. Yeah, aside from the word contrast, yeah. So ano ano nyo, like na-observe nyo na no, once you landed into this site, would you like there even read this words, or you'll just skip it kasi you cannot read kasi and sakit siya sa mata, right? So this is an example of having a bad contrast. So yeah, that one. So having a good contrast, if eto lang yung trick dyan, if dark yung foreground mo, yung foreground are these elements like the text, the buttons, and then the background is the image or colors behind it. So if dark yung foreground, dapat light yung background mo. If light yung foreground, then dapat dark yung background. Hindi siya nabasa, yeah, correct. Okay, so that's contrast. And for direction, arrows, graphics, and people guiding attention. This is important as well kasi it will going to let your viewers to like really engage with your kasi they can sense that there are directions happening sa nila sa design or the content, diba? So let me just grab moment ha. Alright, sige, let's take an example. Ito. Oops. Ito, for example, this one, for the direction. Yeah, this can be applied when you hover, correct? So, if you hover, it can be like this one. May ibang design na lalabas. Oh, and eto siya, you can like redesign. I think you can see some result of the sa direction sa mga pricing, correct? If for example that's the basic plan lang, so yung silver yung background nila or they're adding some elements, diba? But if na siya like but if like yung premium or platinum plan, it will be like the the very great design or gold. So in this direction, like left to right to siya na maybe this one is the best package or what? Yeah. Right, so that's direction. And last is the interaction. Or the animation, like the visual, like video, autoplay, GIFs, animation, and hover effects. Yeah, you don't need to focus talaga on animation kasi that can be like ma-compromise din yung mo like yung performance. But if you know how to like use it properly, even subtle animation lang, that will be a very great help talaga. Especially when you're talking to your clients. Okay? So, do you have any questions so far before I give my sample animation? Wala. Ayan. So, I hope you understand so far, ha? Ayan. So, ito yung sample animation. So, for example, this one. Ayan. Oh, 'di ba? So, just imagine if we can like do this for your resto client. So, there are directions, there are contrast, 'di ba? As we've mentioned, contrast. That is like the if light yung foreground, like the elements above it, dapat yung background is medyo darker. Yung goal nun is to make this readable, yung mga text. Okay? So another example is this one. Uh, medyo naglalag yung ano ko. So let me just try to stop muna sharing screen. Yun, naglag talaga siya. So, grabe talaga yung ano, animation. Baka it's the one causing the ano, or tagal ko na kasing di nag-restart ng laptop. So let me just refresh my ano, refresh. Yeah, while waiting, do you have any questions, guys? Ayun. Question? Yun, naglag talaga. Yeah, I cannot proceed na kasi I cannot thing on my screen. But yeah, let's proceed with the question and answer na. So go ahead, R. Yun. Hey guys, we have questions. Well, I don't today. I think kasi nabi wait. Is it Ayan. I need to close muna. The, ano.
JR, okay lang ano, magte-thank magte-thank you lang ako dun sa mga kinulit ko today. So, relate ko na na-send yung mga invitation. Actually, 15 sila, JR. Kaya, hindi ko nalimutan ko talaga just because dahil nagkasakit nga ako ng ilang araw, hindi ko na-send yung invitation, hindi ko sila na-invite. So, etong mga nag-attend today is yung mga during mag-start na saka ko lang sila na-invite. Buti nakapasok sila. Most especially kay Lucy na since iniwan ko yung team namin, fully support pa rin siya talaga. Na-prove ko na fully support pa rin siya sa akin. So, thank you, Lucy. I still asking for your support na sana yung ibang ka-team pa natin, ma-encourage nating dalawa para dito ko na kayo ipapasok. Napabayaan ko kayo, so dito ko na kayo papasok. Maganda rito. So, I hope na ma-encourage pa natin yung mga ka-team natin and continue support. I'm asking for your support na supportahan niyo po ito dahil marami po kayong matututunan dito. And also, thank you Tito Rene and Sis Ina at saka kay Girly, mga ka-team namin sa Tribe. Thank you na kahit nandito kayo, sumuporta. Salamat sa pagpasok niyo po rito. And I'm asking for your support talaga, ha? Salamat. Kung lubos-lubusin niyo na po. Yan, hopefully next week, marami na po sila. Yan, thank you po. Okay.
Hey, yeah, sorry. Wait. I need to, ano pa. So, am I like audible lang? Hindi siya. Alright, sige, let's continue, no? Sorry for that interruption. Kasi, grabe ang lag na ng PC ko, laptop. So, I'll be sharing my screen. So, but hindi yun siya effect ng ano ha, ng animation. Na ano lang talaga siya na timing lang. So, let me share one more time. So, this will be like the last one. Okay. Huh? Share screen. No? Yun, naglalag talaga siya. So, let me just... Okay. Okay. Ito na siya, guys. So, another example is this one. So, as you can see, this very great looking design. So, if you like applied everything, no? I know that is not very detailed pa yung na-discuss ko, but using those information, you can like start deep diving to those, for example, sa hierarchy, sa groupings, like how can you make a very good contrast. So those are the things, yun yung mga principles talaga ng design. And maybe we'll be focusing talaga for some, but this is an actual result if you like try to combine everything that you've learned. So this is plus the animation na. Oh, so you can like create this very great looking if you're uh if you really master, especially sa animation na part, but that's difficult na like it includes JavaScript and whatnot, and will be like interaction to like codes na, but at least you know the possible effect, the capability if you really like give a shot onto this, no? And even this ano, like very simple na a very subtle effect, but ayun siya, 'di ba? So as what you can see here, there are groupings, correct? There are great contrast. The sizes are great. Ayun, there's a hierarchy as well, like, and then the three main points, right? Una is yung image, and then ito yung nakikita natin, then this one. So yeah, I think this is a good starting. And the question ni JR kanina was about the optimization part. Like, is it necessary? The answer is no, but really depends to the client. If gusto nila na medyo fancy, they wanted to like have yung mga moving mga animation effect, may lumilipad, something like that. We can implement that one naman, but just tell them the performance issue that can happen onto their server, especially if they're running very ano like very slow na server ano, server hosting. So that will ma-compromise yung ano nila, like delivery. And so far guys, with this ano result, we've managed to create these great looking funnels. Just try to implement those things like having a good contrast, the sizes, the groupings of the items, and yeah, and the white spaces especially. That is like very important as well. Diba? So very slowly lang, like even that's very basic, you can like really apply some of the items here, no? And especially if you like ano talaga be present to all sa mga webinars natin, it's impossible for you to not get your ano your first client, especially for funnel design. I think Riza raises her hand.
Coach, ask ko lang po dun sa animation. Kung maglalagay po ng animation, kailangan po bang gumamit ng mga compressor? Kasi 'di ba sa GIF, sa mga PNG, may mga compressor na tools na ginagamit. Sa animation po ba merong ganon? Or
Okay,
hindi?
to answer that, it's kind of advanced, no? Kasi it depends on the server. So meaning, si server na kasi yung nag-handle niyan. May mga ibang server or hosting provider, yung saan natin yung host yung website, may mga features sila like memcache and yung compressor na. You need to activate lang that one para lahat ng mga JavaScript codes, instead of like 10,000 lines, gawin niya lang ano mga 500 lines. So it compresses. But in terms of readability, it will be very difficult for you to like edit the JavaScript, or yung if you want to change everything na. So it's important for you to have ano din, like a local backup. But it will improve your ano. Kasi yung animation is just a code. So you need to optimize the code as well. Mm.
Thank you po, Coach.
Yeah. Right, so I think that would be it. And yeah, I need to go kasi I have 9 p.m. call pala. All right, guys. So yeah, JR, thank you for ano for this webinar. And guys, thank you for joining ha. Una lang ako, and JR will take over.
Yeah, sure. Okay. That means na pati yung mga ano na isasama na natin sila sa WebEx. Okay. How about the community we created in Akio? Yeah. Yes. May we invite you all to join po kasi para mas madali po na kayo makapag-reach out sa amin, mas madali po namin masagot yung mga questions niya. Anytime pwede kayo magtanong, any concern po, and we're here to answer all your questions po. In regards to panel or even in creating website or the portfolio, we can answer you po. So, yeah. And we really encourage you guys. We really encourage you guys kasi this is worth talaga yung mga webinars dito and naka-mock up talaga to dun sa mga pangangailangan talaga ng mga freelancers, most especially in getting your clients. You still talaga, it really describes here talaga na yung mga the most special thing na kailangan talaga meron tayo is yung presentable and a premium funnel or a portfolio na ipipresent natin dun sa mga client natin kasi yun yung bali parang magre-represent about us. Bakit nila tayo i-hire? So, that's the reason na we created this ano po. JR, can we take a picture first para sa mga ating mga bagong mga ano, yeah. Okay. Thank you for attending and we uh yeah, inaasahan namin ngayon yung presence nyo next Tuesday. Every Tuesday na po ito. Yan, panoorin nyo po yung mga previous naming mga webinar para masundan nyo po siya. Promise, pag napanood nyo po from the start, sasabihin ko sa inyo, maganda talaga. Alam nyo na kung paano nyo i-design yung inyong funnel, yung inyong portfolio or yung inyong funnel or if ever na magkaroon kayo ng client na magpapagawa ng funnel or landing page, kaya nyo nang gawin. Yan po, panoorin nyo po yan. Yeah.